All righty, we're back with you here live on Press Box Overtime for the third and final half, what I call bonus football. It is MCC against Titusville. First game tonight, Titusville beat Cocoa Beach by a safety. Next game, Cocoa Beach beat MCC 21-6, had a little offensive fireworks. And Mr. Cook, we got second down for our third and final game.
Second down here. Trips right. Single back set for the Huskers.
Looked like Titusville might have been offsides, but I guess not. Nice little run. Yeah, and nice little defense too by Titusville. I see my friend Wanda's watching. Frank's watching. Thanks for watching tonight. Again, if you just joined us, we videotaped all three games separate. And once I get home, so you don't have to thumb through the Facebook page, I will have all three games posted on our brand new YouTube channel, Press Box Overtime. So feel free to watch at your leisure. Third down for MCC.
Good defense there by Terriers. Stop number 45.
So Cocoa Beach played the first two halves. They looked actually pretty fresh that second half, even though MCC played. Now the tables turn. MCC's playing their second half in a row. Titusville's had some time to adjust and fresh legs, and we'll see what happens. Fourth down. Is MCC going to go for it again on fourth down from their own 25? Sure looks like it. And so let's see. Is he going to try to? Yeah, it's taking a little bit of time to develop. He is. Well, they got a guy back just in case, unless he's a quarterback. He is going to punt. Okay. It's like Doug Flutie. He used to do that. So did quarter John Elway. I think he did it. Drop kick.
That's an effective play. Especially you get a good roll.
Oh, yeah. Wanda's a good friend of mine, works at Rockledge High School. Awesome teacher. Everything she does is for the kids. Also works with the quarterback club. And I want to give a shout out. They had a fundraising flag football tournament a week or two ago and raised $52,000 for, so I'm thinking some other schools, you want to know how to raise money, give Wanda a call. Of course, she knows Coach Brzezinski, the new coach here at MCC. Titusville up to pass. First pass is wide open. He breaks a couple tackles. Looks like he's going to go in the corner of the end zone, outrun the defense, and just like that, for the first time tonight, Titusville scores a touchdown. Let's see, was that number 5 for Titusville? Let's see here. Got it? Yep. Ray Polidor, if I pronounce that right. So I guess that answers our question. I guess they took the half off, got some fresh legs, and did a little bit of adjusting.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for Titusville to get some confidence, going into the fall. That was a great run.
Nice play. Coach Holmes, again, both Coach Holmes and Coach Brzezinski did have some background at Rockledge High. Holmes actually played at Rockledge. Brzezinski did not play there but helped coach there. And again, we talked about earlier, Coach Brzezinski played at MCC, now coaching his alma mater. So point after is good, and just like that, after just about 2.5 minutes, Titusville leads this third and final half over MCC 7-0.
Yeah, it was great throw and catch, and run after catch. Just a great play.
I'm going to motion this camera up a little bit. Our young friend Nick went down to spend his last hurrah in the student section. What a beautiful night we got. I mean, we couldn't ask for any better weather. Little lightning earlier, looks like it's gone, but boy, that sky is gorgeous, and certainly had to get that into the shot. So, 1st and 10 for MCC.
Good defensive play there.
Man, I think that about 5 in on the tackle on that one. Or was it 45?
Phil, I think Phil, 55.
Oh, 55.
There's a host though.
Yeah, I think that was tackle by committee, I think they call that. So loss of 5, 2nd and 15 for MCC. Ball sits at their own 20.
Trips right, single back set.
Well, if we've seen trips yet tonight, we've seen the double doubles.
Yeah, same double slot, that's for sure not.
All right, back 13 turnaround right there, wide open. Oh. You know, Doug, we've seen that a few times tonight on every team.
Sure have. We talked about the first game jitters.
Right.
Just trying to get that out of their system. But,
Right.
Great pass, he should have caught it. 13 should have caught that ball.
Again, we want to thank Athletic Director Jay Burley as well as Principal Miss Jennifer Gonzalez for allowing us to call the game tonight. Again, beautiful night. Probably a couple hundred people on the Titusville side, maybe 100 on the visitor side between Cocoa Beach and MCC, and it's just great to especially see a student section out here supporting their team.
I'm trying to get a little screen pass out there in 45. Alex Dunning.
I think that's going to be a name that you'll hear a lot in the fall.
So
I think on both sides of the ball. So when you coached at Cocoa, you went into your spring game. Did you pick up any new players either over the summer and the fall? Or did you just pretty much have in the fall what you had in the spring?
we would every year we pick up a couple of kids, that moved into the area.
Sure.
So yeah, we always picked up a couple of kids. Some had some surprises sometimes.
Good.
As well, that were actually contributed to our success. So, yes, you can get lucky sometimes.
And you never know. Today is a 2A state championship track. Might have some track kids that are participating that might play in the spring.
Yeah, sometimes kids, they'll come out in the spring and just to watch
Right.
playing, but they'll decide, well, maybe come out in the fall.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so I'm going to move this camera angle around here, get that window bar out of the way. See what we got going here. There we go. So Titusville has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 15. Was that just one play they scored on the last time? Or
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So one play, one score. Let's see how the MCC defense adjusts.
1st and 10 for the Terriers.
Oh, man. Nice play by the linebacker. Got the left tackle to move.
And number 55 for Titusville jump.
It's like a false start. Push the Terriers back.
Christian Phil.
1st and 15.
It's 1st and 15 for the Terriers. And off to the left side. Nice move, nice juke there. And number 4.
For Zay Taylor.
Zay Taylor.
He's calling
Nice
first
move.
down. That'll move the chains.
I'm not seeing a lot of action from the defensive back or corner. They got to come up. They got to force that play to the inside. You can't
Right.
let a running back with that kind of speed get
Right.
to the outside.
No.
He can hurt you all night long.
Yeah, you got a running back with a head of steam and you're standing there flat-footed. That's not a good combination.
You got to turn him back inside, so you got help from your linebackers.
All right, so we got a 1st down on that play. 1st and 10 on 28. Got a pass up going in the air. Okay, I wasn't sure if that might be interference. I guess the young man just fell.
He
Incomplete.
just fell or he ran into 14
Motion on the pass. Pass incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
So did you have any, I know when Ethan played at Rockledge, they had some contests and had some awards as far as coming to every summer workout, etc. What kind of incentive? I mean, half the kids I know love football, want to play. Some want to have some time off. How did you split that apple?
Yeah, we always had, competition, weightlifting competition.
Got it.
Giving out shirts, 300-pound club,
Sweet.
up to 500 pounds. So that was an incentive for the kids to come out. We'd always, nice run there. We'd also have a, cookout during the summer.
Right. Oh, nice.
Another great run before Zay Taylor.
Real quick, I think I did this on the other two games. If you're interested in coaching, a lot of coaching opportunities at all 16 public schools. I'm sure MCC and Holy Trinity probably too. Go on the brevardschools.org website, hit careers, and give back to some of the schools, especially if you grew up in the area like we did. And if you're thinking about officiating, mcoa.org, they're looking for all types of referees and officials through all sports.
1st and 10 for the Terriers. Quick throw out to the flanker. Nice move to the outside.
Great catch by number 1.
I'm going to give another little shout out down on the field. There's another good friend of ours in the blue shirt, Brian McCallum. Possibly the only sports writer left for Florida today. I think everybody else are stringers. But he's been doing it just like Craig Bailey for a long, long time. And again, Mr. McCollum, a friend of Press Box Overtime.
Also see Coach Dan Diesel down on
Yeah.
the sideline there. Longtime coach at Titusville. I believe he's retired now, but I think he's the mayor of Titusville also.
Yeah,
So
sure
good
is.
to see Dan out and about.
Talked about another friend of ours, Mr. Craig Bailey, hardest worker that I know. And he was up here a minute ago, and just like Doug and I talked about earlier, he's doing football tonight, the launch tomorrow, and the eclipse Sunday night. The gentleman never sleeps. So you talk about me at 3 o'clock, that I don't know when that guy sleeps.
I think you're right. Good guy, nice guy.
Both been doing it for a long time, and really one of the main reasons I still get the newspaper.
Yep, I've known him since the 70s. He covered Meriden High School.
Wow, no kidding. All right, so we got a 1st and 10, Titusville's at MCC's 47. Got a handoff up the middle, breaking a few tackles. There you go. There you go.
Nice run.
What is that, number 30?
His first run of the night. Pickup of, looks like 8 yards.
Man,
Jay Pierce.
nice
run.
nice run.
I would say Titusville has really looked good tonight.
They have. They've, again, they didn't score offensively in the first game, got a safety. But, and I told you, I saw them at the Rockledge game, very lopsided score, but they were playing just this hard in the fourth quarter. So, and again, when you got a coach like John Holmes, got experience at the college level, went to 4 games, grew up here locally, there's a big pass down there. It's complete. How about that? That's what you call coming back for the ball.
Caught by number 11, Cohen Bottom. Another first down from the Terriers.
Owen Marr on the catch.
Terriers, let's make some noise.
So I don't think the scoreboard's, yeah, there it is, 7-0, Titusville. We've got about 5 minutes left.
First and 10 here for the Terriers from the 15-yard line.
Titusville trying to tack on another score.
Nice run up the middle.
Pierce. With another great run right up the middle. That'll be a first down.
I tell you what, we've seen some nice running backs on all 3 teams tonight.
Oh, yeah, we really have. Unlike last night, Satellite threw the ball almost 95% of the time. Both teams here, or all 3 teams, actually have been working on the running game as well as passing game.
Yeah. No, it's been, I know there's been some big passing plays, both by Titusville and MCC, but we've had 3 workhorses all night, and this young man's doing the same.
Sure is. Doing a great job. Double slot with a single back set again.
Taylor
Just kind of walks it in.
Taylor, number 4, walks in for another Terrier touchdown.
There's our camera guy.
There's our friend Nick down there, giving one last hurrah. He's not the one carrying the flag, but
Yeah,
Young man's a senior, and good for him. Giving one last hurrah in the student section. So
Great kid. Get out there
Yeah, he
and
was.
show that kind of spirit.
yeah, sure is.
That's high school football. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. And listen, I'm very happy that on the spring game they got their student section tonight. So I love seeing the students come out. Point after, up and good, and
Dean Roberts, number 23.
14
the
to nothing.
point after is good.
Titusville leads. About knocked the camera over.
14.
There we go.
MCC 0.
0 here by the Terriers. MCC's going to have to get cranked up here with the ball down the field. I think they're fully capable of doing kind of a few penalties.
I think so. Yep.
He's heard a couple turnovers.
Yep.
So hopefully, they get that out of the system before fall comes around.
Yeah, I know. I agree. So luckily the weather. I mean, we might still get some weather tonight, but at least we didn't interrupt our game. Like I say, I've been through a hour and a half, 2 hour delay, and that is not fun for anybody, especially the players.
It's a little cloudy, lightning in the horizon there, but nothing
No?
to stop the game.
All right.
And the truth is,
Oh, nice tackle, open field.
On the 3,
And number 3 for MCC, tackled by number 22, Parker Bryant.
that play was very slow to develop.
Yeah, definitely a defender's dream. When it takes that long, you got time to get back there.
Yeah, it looks like it's it's double slot, maybe a little wing T action.
Right.
T is moving.
let's say
Very slow development.
Right.
I'd rather go north and south.
Offsides, Titusville.
false start.
Oh, false start.
Wait.
No, he called off. Okay.
Wait, no, false start on 3.
So that brings up a good point. Defense could go offsides and pull back, but if they cause an offensive player to move, is it still a defensive penalty? If they caused him to move, because you see them talking, because one called it on defense and one called him on offense, but really, if Titusville's offsides and MCC moves, it should be offsides.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Well,
I mean, if the defense got into the neutral zone,
right? I guess
got
not.
back.
All right.
False start on MCC.
False start on MCC.
Bring it down to second and
So I
long.
think you're right. If they're in the neutral zone, and sometimes you'll see the quarterback ask for the ball real quick to get that offsides. But so that was 5 yards against MCC. No.
Got third and long here.
So school ends in a couple weeks. Did you usually give your players a week off, a weekend off, or how quick do you get back into conditioning?
Gave them a couple days off. And,
Okay.
They got to stay at it. Got to get back in.
Right.
As a head coach, you got to be gung ho and you got to work hard.
Right.
I learned a long time ago from Gerald Hodgins, who was the defense coordinator for Maryland. He always said, "You got to work while the other guys sleep to be successful." And that's what you do, Bill.
Yeah, exactly.
You're working while I'm sleeping.
Good D.
A little incomplete pass. So talk to me a little bit. You've got 5 kids, all played high school, all soon to play college sports, as your youngest will be playing volleyball at the next level. What do you think about multi-sport athletes? I mean, as your football players, once the season was over, did you move them to maybe go into something different? How did you think about that?
Yeah, we made sure that they played other sports, either wrestling
Okay.
or track.
Got
Definitely
it.
track.
Got it.
In today's world, it appears that most kids play one sport, especially soccer,
Sure.
baseball players. I'm sure football players still play, they'll wrestle or they'll run track.
Right.
But to play multi-sports is going to only make you a better athlete. And as a head football coach, I wanted my kids to play other sports.
And I think a lot of college coaches, will tell you that keeps them in shape, keeps them focused. We got the lights going on and off here. Got the Halloween lights going on and off inside the press box.
First down.
Oh, let me give a shout out to the press box. This is a gorgeous press box Titusville has. I got to give a shout out to my My friend Barry over there. Barry's doing a great job. Baseball coach over there. First time doing the football, doing a great job, and a great host tonight. We appreciate that. So, 1st and 10 for Titusville.
And for the Terriers, deep ball to number 5.
Oh! Oh!
Number 5 for the Terriers goes up and fights for the ball.
Jump ball.
That's a first down for the Terriers.
Wow.
That was a jump ball. Could have been anybody's ball right there.
So who was that? Ray Polidor? Wow.
Ray stayed
So,
with it.
do you practice tip drills?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
Do that in practice.
So it's not just pulling the hot sandwich out of the microwave. You actually something you practice. Okay, just making sure.
Double slot.
Oh, man. Going around the side.
On the right corner.
Oh.
Number 4, St. Taylor with a great run.
Wow.
Makes a tackle on the far side of the field. Picks up more yards. That leaves the Terriers first.
Nice run by who was that? Xavier Taylor. Yep. He had a good first game.
Nice thing to tackle over there by the Hustlers. Knocked them out on 5 yards.
All right. So remind me. Oh, they're bringing the ball back. Another penalty. I guess I didn't see that.
So illegal motion by the Terriers.
Oh. So have you seen anything different as far as schematics that Titusville's doing than the first half, or are they just doing a better job executing?
I think you're right. They're doing a better job executing. Not showing much.
Right.
Like I said, I've seen double slot. Usually, your offensive coordinators will run more than just one set.
Right.
But tonight, and even last night, the Scorpions, that's all they ran was double slot. So maybe they're not showing much in spring.
Sure.
So that's what I'm assuming.
Well, I think we talked about it last night. If you got a lot of new players, you're probably not doing the whole playbook. Let's run a slimmed down version and do well at it.
Right.
Tonight's game is live on Facebook.
Like we spoke last night in the springtime, the defense is much further ahead than the offense this time. So maybe you're right. That's why they're not running many sets. Wide open, number 5. In the end zone.
Oh, touchdown. Wide open in the end zone. That was a defensive breakdown right there.
Ray
Man.
for a touchdown brings the Terriers 20.
Titusville pulling out the stops for this last third. Man.
He was wide open. That
Sure
was
was. That
great
sure
run.
was. Yeah. Yeah.
On Hustler side.
So point after from making it a 3 touchdown lead. Again on the point after, no rush. Doug Cook and I are going to have a kicking contest after to see who buys Crystal Burgers on the way home.
There you go.
Up here in Titusville.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Bill. Always got to go to Crystal. when you
Oh
go to
man,
Titusville.
no kidding.
There used to be one in Cocoa Beach.
Yes, there did. Absolutely.
You had like 10 crystals.
Oh man,
Another good kick for number 23.
that was a poor man's dream right then.
Nothing better than a crystal.
I remember that Crystal Burger on Cocoa Beach. Yes, sirree. All right, so at that point after, Titusville goes up by 21 over the MCC Hustlers.
I've seen some good stuff out of the Hustlers tonight. The first game they really played well.
Yes.
Haven't done much against the Terriers, so
Well, and
make a few adjustments here to get that ball.
I'm kind of like you, Doug. I don't know if they're doing anything different. Just executing a little better. Maybe had a little jitters. Maybe they went behind the stands and talked about a few things. But yeah, Titusville looking a lot more crisp than they did when really they didn't score except on defense for the safety. So
There's like a totally different team against MCC.
yeah. So MCC's back on the offense, 1st and 10 from their 25.
Double slot, one back set again. And off to number 1 on the left side. DJ Charles. Sophomore.
So that's the only quarter. They still got one more quarter to go. Boy, what a difference 3 scores made. That quarter lasted about as long as I thought that was the game. That's what happens when you score a lot of points. So again, just like that. So to recap tonight, let's see, we had Titusville win by a safety over Cocoa Beach in the first game. We had Cocoa Beach defeat MCC 21-6 second game, and right now we got Titusville up midway through their half, 21-0.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see high school athletics. It's fun to see the kids get involved. Out here in the huddle, you see the water girls, the manager, that get involved.
Yep.
So that's always good to see kids involved.
Oh, I agree. And you know what? When my daughter went to Greensboro College, played lacrosse, she got her degree in athletic training, and they had to pick a sport every year opposite the sport they played. And 2 years, they requested her to be on the football team. And let me tell you, whether they're athletic trainer or those young ladies that serve as the managers, they work hard.
They sure do. But number one with the ball here on the right side for the Hustlers, maybe pick up 1 yard maybe. We're trying to run a version of a wing T here, and it's
Sure.
It's very slow developing. You got a quick defense that's getting penetration.
Right.
It's hard to run the ball.
I thought you were going to call down the wishbone.
I think I'm going to do that here. Call a timeout for the wishbone.
Timeout from the press box. We have a request. We want to see the wishbone.
Kicker Dean Roberts making sure.
All right, third down for MCC. Incomplete.
Receiver there just missed it. 3. Caden Ziffer.
So let's take a minute, put on your dad hat. You got a young lady graduating in a week. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling really bad. She's going to be going off to college here on a volleyball scholarship.
Awesome.
And I know I'm going to cry all the way home.
Oh, you will.
I'll drop her off, but she's
You
a
will.
baby.
Yeah.
She's a baby of 5. And I don't get back home, there's not going to be any kids in my house. And Candy are going to look at each other and go, what do we do now?
I know.
We've been raising kids for so long.
Empty nesters.
Yep, it's sad.
Oh, fumbled. Oh, nice hit by Titusville. They pick up the fumble. Looks like they did, or sure did, trying to run it in.
Nice hit there.
Wow, Titusville's, as my nephew Matt would say, is cooking with gas this half.
We have somebody shaking up a little bit on the field. A little timeout.
Oh, sure is.
Timeout.
Yeah. So we'll move the camera off that young man. So I'm thinking you got some trips next year during a volleyball season.
Yeah, it sounds like it. We're going to have to crank up the RV and head on over.
There you go. Awesome.
So,
Remind me which school. I knew it's on the West Coast.
it used to be Manatee Community College.
Oh, they're all now some state college.
It's a state college now. State College of the South or something like that.
Right.
So she's all excited about it. They had a great season.
Good.
Satellite this year under Coach Bolson, who's done a tremendous job with their volleyball program. And Kaylin's almost 6'2" now.
Wow.
So we're real proud of her.
Well, awesome. That's great to hear. For me, when my kids graduated, it didn't hit me until next year when I went to watch a sport they played in, especially if somebody's wearing your kid's jersey number.
Right.
That's Linda and I went to a football game at Bayside the year after Ethan graduated. Saw somebody with 64 on and got a little teary-eyed. So hats off to that young man, number 2, walking off the field. We did not want to show that on the camera, and hopefully that young man's okay. Great to see him walking. But yeah, I know that's a lot, and at least you still got a few more years of college sports.
Yeah. Great sportsmanship by the head coach.
Sure was, yeah. Everybody got on their knees.
Helped up this young man.
Yep.
Just great sportsmanship there.
As we mentioned, Titusville will be in a different district. Of course, everybody's in a different district because we're going to the suburban, but they're not going to be with Satellite, Rockledge, Merritt Island. They are going to drop down to 2S, which is 2 suburban. They are going to be with Astronaut. And it's always something special when you're with your rivalry in the same district. We're going to be with Cocoa, who was a state finalist. Going to be with Palm Bay, Space Coast as well. So, again, a new competition. And except for Cocoa, other teams maybe evenly matched, and a little different schedule for Coach Holmes and Titusville.
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot more competitive schedule for him.
I think so, yeah.
When you're building a program,
Yep.
it's good to have a schedule that you can work with.
Yeah. So again, we wish all the new coaches and Coach Waldrop, who's just going to be in his second year, all the best. I'm trying to think, what do we got this weekend? We got the SEC, well, all college softball tournaments are going on. I know our Gators probably playing now.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm a big UFC fan. So we got a little UFC on ESPN2 tomorrow night. NASCAR is probably running somewhere. We got some playoffs with the NHL and the NBA. Of course, we got MLB in full swing. So, yeah, I think if you're a sports fan, you got a little bit to keep you busy.
Yeah, I love to watch softball, college softball. Throw out the number one here. He's going to score.
Wow.
After Diaz.
Man,
Nice throw and catch there by
Titusville just...
Diaz scoring.
Well, again, I'm going to use a term from my sister's son, my nephew Matthew, when he was little. Titusville is cooking with gas right now.
Sure, I'll tell you what, they're a totally different team than when they played Cocoa Beach.
So while we're going to the point after, we got a couple of seconds. So Doug, let's say we got some kids listening. Maybe they're 8th graders, maybe they're 9th graders, maybe they're not that big. They love football, maybe just don't think they can join the sport. What is your advice for a kid that's thinking about playing, not sure he should, get involved in summer conditioning, I'm assuming?
Well, I think the first thing I'll do is you got to tell their mama they're not going to get hurt. Mamas nowadays can't baby these kids. So let them get out there, let them get dirty, let them get bruised up a little bit.
Right.
But if they want to play, they need to get on weights,
Right.
talk to their coach,
Right.
and just get out there. It doesn't matter how big you are and
Right.
how tough you are. Get out there and be part of the team.
Right.
Have some fun in high school.
Listen, we had a young man that played football at Hoover Middle School, early 80s, before he moved to Massachusetts. Wasn't a big guy, and ended up getting a Heisman Trophy, Mr. Doug Flutie. So I've met him a couple times. Super nice guy, and I've seen him play basketball, baseball. He's one of those that just pretty much, I don't even think I played jacks against him.
Yeah, he still plays baseball.
He does, yeah. He plays, what is it, Wooden Bat League, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. You can't measure the heart.
No.
It doesn't matter how big you are or how tough you are. Get out there and play. There you go. Nice run up the middle there. Number one, and also DJ Charles. He's not giving up.
No.
But you always tell kids, as an administrator, as a coach,
Right.
I'm always telling kids, get involved in
Right.
something in high school. I
Right.
don't care what it is, band, sports,
Yep.
whatever. Be part of a team.
Yeah, I agree.
Have some fun.
So MCC's back on offense. They're down by 4 touchdowns at Titusville. Again, I think I agree with Coach Cook. I don't think Titusville's doing anything different. I think they're just executing a lot better. More timing on their passes, a little bit stiffer run offense. And, 4 touchdowns in a half. That's pretty impressive.
Sure is. I think the coach probably gave him a little pep talk there, between games.
Sure.
And I don't see many penalties. I don't see many
No.
turnovers.
No.
Titusville.
Look, you got a nice crowd. You got your student section. It's the last time we'll see these young men until August, so no holding back. Oh, nice tackle.
Keeper there, nice
Yep,
tackle,
nice defense.
hard tackle there.
We want to give a shout out to all the seniors in the district, not just the public schools, but I know we've got Holy Trinity, MCC tonight, MICS. I'm probably missing a few others, some of the charter schools, but listen, people graduating today, they've had a haul for 4 years, and God bless them for You know, they've been through a lot, and what a special group that's graduating in a couple weeks.
Sure have with this COVID-19. God bless them.
Man, oh, little bad snap. You know, we've seen that a lot tonight. Doug, I think that's going to be working on those snaps.
Gonna have to do that. Sure. It's got to focus. It seems like you're just not focusing.
So we got about 5 minutes left. Again, Titusville's up by 4 scores. MCC 4th and, or I'm going to say maybe 20. What do you think?
Oh, at least 20.
So you know, again, no reason to hold back. There's no trophies tonight. Nobody's getting a sticker.
That looks like you're gonna punt.
Is he going to? Yeah, I guess so.
I think I would too.
Yeah, there's no use giving them good field advantage.
I'll give you punter a little.
There you go. Yep.
Friday night lights.
You know, one thing I was thinking, I think an ice cream sandwich might go good right now. What do you think?
You are right on, Bill.
Crystal burgers and an ice cream sandwich after the game.
Best ice cream sandwiches are Walmart ice cream sandwiches.
Guys, go to Moonlight Drive-In on US 1.
Moonlight, you
Yes.
got it. I don't know why we like ice cream sandwiches, but
Moonlight right here behind the stage. It's actually right here across from the school on the north end.
okay.
Great burgers, great ice cream.
So we can get both at one place.
Yes.
All right, man.
Way better than Crystal's.
We may have to do all our games up here next year. Oh,
I don't know if you can beat a Crystal burger.
I don't know.
But,
I do know the 10 for $1 days are over.
oh yeah.
Even the
That's
4
the
for
way
$1, those days are over.
The way the inflation is, probably 4 for.
My dad and I, when we would drive up to Virginia, first stop for gas is usually Brunswick, and there's a Crystal Burger there, and you can get a bag of like 10 or something and that would get us through to about Columbia, South Carolina before we had to stop again. So, oh
Like I
boy,
said, you can't beat a Crystal burger.
no, you can't. All right, so we got a 1st and 10. We got Terriers back on offense. I'm sure MCC does not want to give up any more points with 4 minutes to go. Let's see what Titusville's got planned.
You want to do any specials with 4 minutes?
Oh, bad snap.
Oh no.
Quarterback's gonna pick it up.
Oh, he sure did.
Run with it.
Uh-oh.
Quick footed, nice ball. That flag on the flag. Flag number 1.
Could that be some holding? Yeah, he's calling them back.
It was blocked behind the back.
Yeah. You know, whenever you got a busted play like that, there's somebody's going to be holding. I mean, it's
After guy has, I mean, it didn't look that bad.
Okay.
You
No.
know, from my angle, but.
remember the old days when the offensive linemen couldn't even put their hands up.
Right.
Now they can actually grab a little piece of jersey in between the shoulder pads. They've come a long way.
They sure do.
But when you got somebody like a Lawrence Taylor, you got to do something.
Yeah, you gotta hold it.
yeah.
I
You
wouldn't
got
get in front of it.
No, me neither. No, exactly. Oh gosh. You know, we talked about that when we were doing some baseball games. These kids are bigger, stronger, faster.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
amazing what athletes these young men and women are in all these sports.
It's like a mix up his play.
Yeah.
And you know, another thing about these kids nowadays, Bill, they don't eat junk food.
No? Yeah.
My kids don't eat junk food.
No,
They don't
yeah.
drink Cokes.
No.
You know. They're eating good food. I mean, it's I like the old days, man.
You know, the funny thing was, now don't get me wrong, we both have sweet teeth. I mean, we talk about ice cream sandwiches and all that, but I'm even going back to when my kids were in high school. Yeah, they liked their snacks, but we never told them not to eat or drink. They took it upon themselves. They knew as athletes, they didn't drink all the sodas. I mean, you know, sure they drank 1 or 2. They didn't do those bull power drink things with all the caffeine. I mean, they took it upon that. They knew well enough that they needed to protect their body inside and out.
Yeah. It's got a third long.
Oh boy, what is I think Mick Huber would say 3rd in Athens, Georgia, maybe on this.
Hustler's got that.
Wow. You know, that's one of those tough things when you have a spot foul and they take the foul back from where it happened. Man,
4th and long, I think I better.
I'm thinking punter's coming out on the field.
Absolutely.
About 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. We certainly hope you enjoyed tonight. Again, all 3 videos of all 3 games tonight will be posted on our YouTube channel. We appreciate the fans here in the stands. Didn't realize we made a snafu. We were blessed to have a camera, young man Nick, helping us out. However, he was outside in the wind. We were inside the nice cozy press box with our mics on, and the wind overtook the mic. So during the second game, there's going to be some areas where you can't hear us, but we appreciate. Try a little something new tonight. We'll know to still keep a camera guy, but keep him with us as we wind down the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, Nick kind of took off here. He's down there cheering.
Well, this is
all excited.
This is his last opportunity, last football game for that senior. Evidently, because I saw the fans cheering for him, he's I think got a little reputation as leading the student section. So by all means, it's a special moment for him and all the seniors tonight. And again, I think it's great that we're at a spring game, Jamboree, and there's a student section on the home side. That's pretty special.
That's neat to see.
So we wish all the teams the best in 2022. Again, we got Coach Holmes, brand new here to Titusville. Coach Brzezinski, brand new to MCC. Coach Waldrop, going to be in his second year at Cocoa Beach. Young men, excited, all coached here before, 2 played here before in the area. And I'm looking for good things for all 3 teams next year.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've seen some really good play here tonight. And, especially with Titusville, I think they have a lot to be proud of. Titusville and Cocoa Beach. MCC, they've got some work to do, but I think they're going to win some ball games.
Yeah, that number 81 we're looking at had that 65-yard pass play, so they've got some, got some opportunities. Going to air it out. Oh.
Yeah, 81 for
MCC. Is that our buddy Nova? Yep.
He could be a prospect.
So we know Titusville's got a run game because we've seen Xavier Taylor, but I think Coach Holmes got a little passing scheme he's building in there too.
Yeah, he's been working on that passing game as well. So people that play him better prepare.
Yep.
Better prepare for the pass.
And I think one thing you point out, Titusville got a few extra players. There's their sideline, so maybe he has enough to. I'm sure he's still got his, main ones that do go both ways. But for the most part, hopefully he won't have to play a lot both ways.
Yeah, he's got over 30 players.
Yeah, so that's good. And
I've seen him the last couple of years, like 17 players on the side.
Yeah.
Coach has done a good job of building this program to this point. I think it's such a short time.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I agree. And again, we talked about the rich history that Titusville. Hard to believe it's 40 years ago, but still, 2 state championships. Yeah, I know. When I think of the 80s, I think of 40 years. I think of the 50s. But holy, I forget how old I am.
That's what I always tell my boys, with their kids, enjoy them while they're young because they're going to grow up fast.
I know.
And build memories. It's so important to build memories.
I heard a young girl at school today who's a senior said to me, she just can't believe how fast those 4 years went. I said, wait till you get my age.
Exactly.
4 years is like a hiccup. So MCC's got about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Clock is running. See if they one more opportunity, put some points on the board. Number 1 with the ball, DJ Jean Charles. Clock is running, 40 seconds, maybe time for another play or two. Good to see, still got some fans there on the away side. MCC fans still supporting their team.
45 ended up in there.
No, that's a young man, Alex. No, yeah, Alex Dunning. Might be the last play of the game.
It's done. Clock is winding down for sure.
Yep. See if we can get. We better hurry. 10 seconds. Try to get one more playoff. Better hike that ball. Oh, Titusville wants to preserve that shutout. And with that, bonus football is over as we finished our third half.
Here for your Titusville Terriers.
And Titusville puts on a little bit of an offensive show, 28-0 over MCC. So, again, we wish all three teams the best. I'm going to try to turn this camera around real quick here on you and I, Doug, and see if we got any last minute. Let's see if I can get. Oh, I got to shrink this up a
High
little
School Principal Jennifer Gonzalez, our athletic Jason Burley, and the rest of the Terrier family. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. You guys drive home, be safe.
bit. So hopefully we're on camera. Can't quite tell, but so what did you take from today's game?
I thought I saw a lot of good effort, team effort out there, especially by Titusville and Football Beach. I think they're going to win some ball games. I think MCC's got a ways to go. They're going to win some games, but they still got a ways to go. But, Titusville, very impressed with Titusville.
Right. And I'm excited for MCC. We talked about Coach Brzezinski. Played there, went to school there, graduated there, played in college, coached at Rockledge a little bit. That's the kind of guy you need to really, he's been there, done that.
Right.
And he's something I think they can grab on.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it takes some time to build a program.
Right.
Principal or the school needs to stick with that person,
Right.
give them support, community, give them support, so they can build a program. They're on the right track. And just got to give them more time.
Well, good. Well, we've enjoyed it tonight. Again, we thank Coach Burley, athletic director here at Titusville, Ms. Gonzalez, the principal, for giving us the opportunity. This might be it for a little while as they wrap up the school year and hopefully get our teeth into football, do some in the fall. And it's been a pleasure, Coach Cook, and we're glad you watched. Again, we'll have everything posted on YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the Jamboree tonight. I'm Bill Maharis.
Doug Cook.
We thank you for watching Press Box Overtime. Have a nice evening, and
Thank you, sir.
we'll see you in the fall.
Appreciate it.